the burdens of working like donkeys. The burden of work is on these people, Mexicans, or who the Bible called Issacharites. Now we know this is their prophecy because this is when Jacob told his sons what will befall them in the last days. And what will befall Issachar? Issachar is a strong ass couching down between two burdens. Two burdens means between two donkeys. What emblem is that? The emblem of the south of the border, with a man between two donkeys. Mexicans. Read.
Verse 15. And he saw that rest was good.
He saw that rest is good. At noontime they have what? What they have at noontime? Siesta. At noontime. That's the rest of the Mexicans. This is Issachar here. Read.
And that the land, it was pleasant.
And that the land was pleasant. Issachar live on very fertile land today. The land is pleasant there. The majority of produce and the majority of the things you eat in the United States, believe it or not, are tilled over in Mexico and brought over the borders. They're brought over the borders because the land is fertile, very fertile, rich land for the Mexicans. Okay? Read.
And he saw that rest was good.
Read it.
And that the land, it was pleasant.
Read.
And bowed his shoulder to bear.
He bowed his shoulder to bear. Now listen to this clearly. Go ahead.
And became a servant unto tribute.
And became a servant unto tribute. Mexicans will work for almost nothing. This is Bible prophecy and understanding of who they are in the last days. Again, we don't just focus on one tribe. The Issacharites have prophetic understanding out of this Bible. And it's when they all come together when we will have a complete nation. Everyone have a talent. Now the burden is on Issachar. The tribute is on Issachar right now. And the governments and the elites have orchestrated what we call racial tensions between the whites that are losing their jobs in America and the Mexicans who are just coming over the border to try to help their family in Mexico. This is all orchestrated. When they did the NAFTA agreement and gave Mexico certain provisions where the industries can start over in Mexico opposed to staying in America, stimulating the American economy. That was purpose. Then they stripped all the jobs away right after they gave jobs to the Mexicans that would come over and work for nothing, so that everyone by default would blame the Mexicans. This was orchestrated. But going back to the topic, Issachar became a servant unto tribute. So they're in poor land. They got some of the richest land on earth. If they were able to take advantage of their own land, they wouldn't need America. But America have made them poor. And therefore they become tributaries to the American New World Order. Okay? Now let's go back to Chronicles, the 12th chapter, the 32nd verse, and read some of the gifts of Issachar. Read 1 Chronicles 12 and 32. How did David use the Issacharites in his army or in his kingdom? Read.
1 Chronicles chapter 12 verse 32. And of the children of Issachar, which were men that had understanding of the time.
They had understanding of what?
Which were men that had understanding of the time.
They had understanding of the times. So they understood prophetically what would happen in the earth. So that's the reason when they went over to South America, they was able to put this secret of the times in your Mayan pyramids. That's the understanding. The Most High gave them that understanding. But eventually, like every time our people get something, Satan comes in to try to take people down, and use the gift the Most High give you for him. He tried to turn it around. So Issachar was able to map out the times, and mind you, when they looked at the times, it stopped at 2012, according to our so-called calendar in America, or in the Western world calendar, or what you would call the Gregorian calendar. But what year are we really in? So we can't even go by that if we don't know what year we're in according to the Bible. We're going to show that. We're going to show what year we're in. Also, the Mayan was able to map out the time that this world would have, that Satan would have to rule. But according to the Bible, even that time is cut short. So let me go into the times and give you some information on the times, because Issachar understood the times. He put it in the Mayan calendars. And believe me, the New World government, the people that are controlling the Mayan pyramids, the anthropology and the archaeology that's related to that particular pyramid, they will not give you all the information. They'll only give you information that would benefit the agenda. They're not going to give you all the information, because Issachar and the other tribes also had understanding on the fall of all the powers that are actually ruling in this earth today. They don't want to put that out there that the European powers are going to fall. Okay? That all the governments will fall. That was also stated in the pyramids. It was stated in the pyramids in the Mayan pyramids, but the only thing they'll give you is 2012. So it's a race for time. The scientists, the government powers have looked at this information so that they can understand how much time they have to rule, and also how much time they would need to deal with the extermination of the 12 tribes of Israel. But they'll never put that out to you. And this information, go to 2nd Ezra 13. And this information will give you, you'll have the understanding of the times. You'll know the times we're in. Okay? According to the Most High, according to the prophecies that were given in the Bible, in the Apocrypha. Okay? You'll also understand the changing of times. Who changed the times? We're going to show you. So, now if you noticed, you have pyramids and great constructs that were built in Egypt. In Egypt. Then the children of Israel leaves Egypt. Right? They leave Egypt. Now that they're gone, for some reason no new constructs or pyramids are erected in Egypt. No more pyramids. Now this technology was beyond what man can think. But yet, thousands of years later, after the pyramids were built, then new pyramids get constructed over in South America with some of the same schematics as the ancient pyramids of Egypt. And some people out there would like to think, okay, that's just coincidence. You have the children of Israel over in Egypt. You have pyramids. Then you have the children of Israel in the South Americas, and there's pyramids. How did they get there? 2nd Ezra 13 and 39. This links to 2 Kings, the 17th chapter. I don't want to go all the way through it because we have to just hit little small points to get to the point. So we're not going to go into a long study on on each detail of how the 12 tribes got to America, or the 10 tribes got to America. But in the Apocrypha, 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter, it talks about a people that went over the waters into the New World. And these people are the children of Israel.